Severe MMA, and I'm standing alongside Cal Ellenor, and you got a big fight coming up September 28th, Dublin 3 Arena. And let's be honest, from some of the things I've been seeing on social media, some of the things I've been seeing online, you're there to lose to James Gallagher. What do you think of that?
I think that just everyone who's thinking that to make my job easier. I feel like a lot of people kind of don't know like who I am or what I'm about yet. Obviously, just fighting in South Africa and stuff like that, but I just feel like this is a really winnable fight for me. Like stylistically, I think I negate a lot of what James is good at, and I just feel like I can be a nightmare for him anywhere the fight goes. Like on the feet, I feel like I bring a different kind of fight to the fight that he's normally in. Me wrestling and especially me anti-wrestling, like me takedown defense and stuff like that. If anyone's watching me fights, like I'm a good scrambler, you know what I mean. And I just think me grappling, I think I've got the right kind of style to compete with his grappling. His main attributes, I believe, is his grappling. He's a good grappler, especially if he gets you back. But I just feel like all round, I just feel like I'm being a nightmare for him, and I just feel like everyone kind of writing me off, thinking that I'm going there to lose. Like Bellator's took me there to keep building James's name or whatever. It just makes it so much easier because like they're already expecting me to lose, and all the pressure's going to be on him. So for me to go there, you know what I mean, and win, it's just that's what I think's going to happen, and it just makes it so much easier for that to happen. Like I'm going there with no pressure on my shoulders at all. And it's a main event fight in Dublin, which is going to be sold out. You know, there should be pressure, and they've literally just made it so much easier for me to go there and be more successful. You know what I mean? Just slip under the radar and just take it off.
We talk about the fact it's in Dublin, his hometown, but you are absolutely no stranger at all to the hostile crowd. I mean, your AFC experiences, I mean, at some point you had to have security protection because they were threatening to kill you and stuff. Can the Irish bring anything that you haven't seen before in terms of noise and hate? Is it going to faze you at all?
Nah, I can't say it at all. Like, I mean, obviously on the day it's different. You feel different things every time, but I can't say it at all. Like I literally just, these are the fights I want to be in. These are the environments I want to put myself in. I've said it all along. I've been asking for the fight in Dublin myself. As soon as I knew they were coming back to Dublin, I was like, sign me up to fight him there. Like I'm the person who can come there and cope with that environment and beat him there. You know what I mean? This is a chance for me to go there and just really become a star. Like that's the way I see it. I see it as like a huge opportunity, and I'm just going to grab it with both hands. Like I can't wait. And there's surprisingly, like there's a lot of Irish people actually supporting us as well. I've had loads of messages. When I was in Dublin, I had people coming up and saying that they wanted us to win, and I've got loads of people coming over as well. So it's going to be an amazing time out there. Like the thing with South Africa was it's when I was out there with Yannick. A lot of them hated Yannick, like, so we had to have these gigantic security guards mooching about us, like, because they were wanting to kill Yannick.
Yannick the Hot. He's easy to hate, isn't he? The Black Mama's easy to hate. You and James have similar records. Mm-hmm. Perhaps the only difference being you've never been stopped. Mm-hmm. One of the decisions was a split decision that
that 100% would.
Yeah, again, in enemy territory. We look at you. When you win, you don't go the distance. You have 6 submissions, 2 knockouts. He's had a couple of decisions as well as I think 6 subs. Are you just better where he's good? Is that the difference in this fight?
I just think I've got more of an aggressive style. I feel like he happily ride out the decision if he knows he's going to get the win. Whereas like, to me, I want to go in there, and I don't feel like if I'm not trying to finish the fight 100% of the time, I'm not trying to fight, because that's, in my eyes, what fighting's about. You know, I don't care about decisions. I want a fight. To me is you're beating someone till they beat. You know, and that's the kind of the difference between us. I feel like he's got a kind of like if it makes sense, like a kind of sports style where he's like happy to play on the outside and play the point scoring thing, or he's happy to take you down and control you, whereas I'm not. If I'm on, like you're seeing and watch enemy fights, if there's an opportunity to jump for somebody, even if it means I'll lose position, I'm not scared to try something. You know, if you watch me last fight with Nathan Grayson, I jumped over the top of him, took his back that way. I was fighting Biko in South Africa, I was flying triangles, whatever it was, the opportunity I saw I was trying to take in. I just feel like that plays a massive part in it. Like I want to be in fights that people want to see and have an exciting style, and that's what this is an opportunity to do another thing like that. You know, go there and just show more skills, like be just exciting fighter to watch. Like, and I feel like win or lose, like I'll always be in them kind of fights that people will say, actually, I want to watch this guy fight. You know, you're not going to come there and just try and hold him. And, you know what I mean? I want to put him away. So that's.
You look at some of the guys that you fought, some of the guys he's fought. You know, the EFC guys that you've been in the cage with may not have household names, but you know, no one can take away the credibility of Nathan Grayson and what he brought to the table. Have you faced a tougher competition than he has?
I think he's obviously, as he's saying there, like I think his competition might be a bit more known because they're fighting in Bellator, whatever, when he's fighting like Leon Machida's brother, people like that. But like, I just feel like if the style of fights that I've had to what he's had, I'm a lot more seasoned. You know, like I've been in a lot more wars, bad exchanges, bad fights, whereas I don't really think anyone's really give him any kind of trouble at all. Like, no one's really tried to put it on him except Ricky. And look what happened there. Like, Ricky is a killer. He come to finish the job, and I feel like that's the kind of fight I bring. You know, I'm not looking at point score. I'm looking to knock him out. If I land a shot on him, I think I will knock him out, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to put him away in style, in dramatic style. I feel like with either hand as well. I feel like if I land a good shot on him, I can knock him out. I definitely hit hard for the weight. I know I do, and I know I can submit him if he's sloppy with a takedown when he's trying to take us down. If he's panicking or whatever, he needs to watch his neck because I'll wrap it up quick as well. Same thing. I just think I'm a nightmare stylistic matchup for him.
You're very aggressive when you're in the cage. I mean, I don't think you know what a backward step is once the cage door closes. You know, I'm not asking to give a game plan away, but is anything going to change when you step in on the 29th? Is it going to be just forward?
I'm just going to do the same thing. I've literally, like, it's I know a lot of people plan game plans and stuff like that, but I just think, like, for me to lose this fight, it'll have to be a bad night for me. I feel like I can go in there and just do what I can do if the people who train with us know what I'm capable of, and I just feel like that's what the world needs to see. I feel like in any of my fights that I don't feel like I've ever shown the actual real me yet, and I feel like this especially with it being this big, is just an opportunity to give another glimpse into what I know I can do. And that's what I think. I'm just going to go in and just have fun and just enjoy every second of it, because realistically, like, everyone writing us off, like, if that's the case, if I am what they say I am and I'm a bum and this, that and the other, then, you know what I mean, I'm main eventing a sold out card, which is going to be one of the biggest UK cards of the year, European cards of the year. So I've got the last laugh, so I don't really care about any of that. I'm just going to go there, have fun, and just smash him up and walk out with a pot full of cash. Like, that's my plan, just to go and then take it all from him and become a star in the process as well.
Is this a case that you beat James Gallagher, you take his spot? Is that, you know what I mean? He's had the Bellator machine behind him. You know, he is charismatic. You can't take that away from him. He's got the wins he's needed when he's. But is, you know, a great performance, a finish, perhaps first round finish against. Do you expect that then Bellator put that machine behind you?
I think they should. I think they'd be stupid not to. As I say, like, obviously, like, it's a massive opportunity, and I feel like if I go there and have the kind of fight that I believe I will have, and the way it goes that I think it will go, they'd be daft not to, because I feel like it's a massive opportunity for them to realise how marketable I am. Like, when I fought in Newcastle, I sold hundreds of tickets, and I could have sold hundreds more if they give us the opportunity. They wouldn't sell us any more tickets. All the tickets are sent us for Bellator Dublin. I've sold already, and I've requested more, and I'm struggling to get them. Like, there's definitely an opportunity to build my name there. If I beat him, then the world should be my oyster, realistically, and they'd be daft not to get behind us, because I feel like I can compete up there, and I feel like I can be the top of the division, and I feel like I can beat them all. So they'd be a fool not to get behind us, realistically, and I hope they do. I hope they realise that.
What do you think of Gallagher? I mean, again, there are those that love him. There are those that call him McGregor light. You know what I mean? With no disrespect, but, you know, he talks the talk. He's got his proper whiskey bottles. What do you think of James? Is that, you know?
I think he's a great fighter. I think he's good at what he does. He's marketed himself really well. He's went with what they've kind of give him, and he's done well with it. You know, he's a big name worldwide now, making a lot of money for himself. He's good all around. I think he's got nice double legs. He's got nice body lock stuff against the fence. his grappling's good. He's got a nice karate style. He's quite good at keeping distance, stuff like that. I feel as a fighter, I think he's good all round. I think it's a tough fight for both of us. You know, feel like there's definitely things he can exploit, and definitely seeing that's it. That's what a fight is. You know, it's a puzzle. But I just feel like I've got the better fight IQ, and I feel like I can win. And I just think it's going to be a bad night for him. I feel like he's putting even more pressure on himself as well that he needs to, you know. And I just feel like it's going to be my night. I only see me winning, and that's all. So it's a fighter. I think he's great. I think he's good at what he does. Markets himself really well. But I just think I'm better.
He likes to get under people's skin. Has there been any niggles yet, or?
Nah, literally, I couldn't care less what he says. I genuinely couldn't. Like, we've had a bit of... He's put a couple of posts on and said little bits and bobs about me, and I think it's hilarious. Like, he's literally just building my name for us, so if he wants to put a post on every single day about me, he can be my guest, you know. Same when I see him, he can say what he wants and do what he wants, but at the end of the day, he's still got to get in there and fight us, so...
As long as he tags you into those
100%.
posts so you can share them, right?
I put my name, Cal MMA, put that on there. But that's it, I can't wait. I'm gutted that Bellator missed the trick and never had us out for the first press conference. I know James was away, so I feel like that was a massive part of promoting the fight that we've missed out. So hopefully they get another one sorted. I know there'll be one fight week, so...
You enjoy a bit of the banter as well?
It's hilarious. I love it. It's good crack, and it just makes like, it's weird. Like, you're training the whole time for a fight. It's all you think about. You have the fight, and then you've got kind of like, it feels like your life, although you've got families and stuff like that, you feel like your life's kind of come to like a weird stage where you don't really have as much of a purpose. And then obviously, so like this now, I'm in it now, and this is it. So every time I get these little posts and stuff like that, it's just another kick up the arse to kind of work even harder. And honestly, like, reveling in the fact that he's doing this, because like normally I'm dead respectful to people and stuff like that, because that's what I think fighting's about. But if you've got someone who's that way as well, then it's good to have that back and have that little bit of back and forth to promote it and just build it up. It's good crack. I enjoying every minute of it. Like,
still sort of 6 weeks, 5 weeks out. Into camp now. How's it going? I mean, you've got, and I love the guy to pieces. You got Fishy, you got Lewis Monarch. How's training going? You doing anything different? How are things going early in the camp?
Training's going really well. Got a massive head start on it. Like, I was saying this earlier. I was saying to Dane Kirkman, your nutritionist, earlier on. Like, the weight I was yesterday, I was lighter than the Sunday before weigh-ins when I fought Nathan Grayson. So I'm already miles ahead of all that. Like, my weight's perfect. Like, I'm physically in great shape already. I've got 6 weeks to just keep fine-tuning everything. Like, it's just, everything's on track. Everything's perfect. Like, everything's going right. You know what I mean? I'm really enjoying training. Got some good training set up with Fisher. Going to go back to East Coast Jiu-Jitsu, train out there with Dara O'Connell again. Some great guys out there. I'm training every day at TFT, same as usual, at Andrew Fisher's camp, and training every day at North East Jiu-Jitsu with Ellis Younger as well, and just getting constant rounds in with killers, spawn, great lads, wrestling with great people, day in, day out, and just everything's on point. Just couldn't have been a better start, really. I
saw an interview you did when the fight was announced. You're calling for a first round submission. That's it. Anything changed?
Nah, I do think I'll ping him early on and he'll panic. I think when he realises how hard I hit and how much pressure I'm going to put on him, I think he will panic shoot. And he's got a nice double leg, don't get us wrong, and he's got nice. If he gets you against the fence, he's got nice body lock stuff. But even if he does take us down, like, a lot of the fights he's had, he's sat there and he's comfortable to just sit and hold people. If he does that to me, I'm going to be trying to kill him from the bottom, elbows, submissions, just whatever, and he's not going to have any position where he can rest in this fight. So that's just what I mean. I just feel like he's put so much pressure on himself, and like, everyone there's kind of wanting him to win, and however many people there think I'm already going to lose. So imagine in the fight when he realises that it's not going his way. I said this in the promo, like, how much he's a mental midget, and I feel like he's a quitter, and I feel like when he realises that the fight's not going the way he intended, now he's going to think, he's going to come out and do this and get it over with and get out there quick, guys. I enjoy being in there. If this fight was 5 fights, I'd happily still took the fight for no extra cost. I would have fought in 5 fights. I enjoy being in there the whole time. I just feel like he'll quit. I feel like he will, panic when it's not going his way. When he feels how physically strong I am as well, I feel like that's when he realises he's in a proper fight and he's not going to enjoy it. That's what I think. I think first couple of minutes he's got that whole game face thing where and I just feel like once I start hitting him, I think that'll sharp go, and I think he'll shoot straight away.
Last one, and we'll let you go. I absolutely appreciate your time. For those Bellator fans, perhaps outside of Europe, even those in Europe who don't know what Cal Pacino brings to the table, what's going to happen September 28th?
First round, I want to punch Jim Gallagher's face in. I think he'll give us his neck and I'll choke him. Simple as that.
Do they do bonuses at Bellator?
No, but they should. Even if they don't, after this fight, they should give us bonus money anyway. That's what I want. So,
Cal, it's always a pleasure catching up with you. Before I let you go, anybody you want to shout out, any sponsors you want to thank?
Just all my sponsors: Master Debonair, Fuel Prep, Dankirk Nutrition, TFT MMA, Northeast Jiu Jitsu. Massively, they're helping us with me rounds all the time. Like Ellis, great help all the time. Quality Retail Services, they're a massive help. Great annual savings as well, and Dale Thompson Roofing, they have really helped us out, massive thanks to them as well. And obviously my girlfriend Hannah and the bands, Tommy and Jesse, massive help,
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, mate.
Cal Pacino, Cal Ellenor takes on James Gallagher in Dublin, September 28th, in a stacked card. This could be the fight of the night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.